All right, boys, the day is upon us. The day that we're going to hear the official horsepower ratings of the 2024 Mustang GT, what we have all been waiting for. I'm sorry, but some of us are going to be disappointed by this. So this is from an exclusive from Ford Authority, a source I trust. Here's how much the horsepower of the 2024 Ford Mustang GT will make exclusive. The all-new next-generation S650 2024 Mustang was revealed back in September, yada yada. We know that already. Okay, here is the news. Sources familiar with the matter have told Ford Authority that the 2024 Mustang GT will produce 450 horsepower. Go! The same exact figure as the current gen V8 powered model. I can't say I'm not disappointed, guys. I didn't want this to be negative. I certainly wanted more horsepower. 450 horsepower. I don't know. For me, that sounds less because those cars were dynoing over 480, 490 horsepower stock. So if they're claimed as 450, wasn't it more than that before? Yeah, actually, you know what? This is the current gen, which was 10 horsepower lower than the previous gen. So in 22, I think they lowered the horsepower by 10 horsepower because of all the emissions nonsense. And now we're getting the same amount of horsepower in the new car. So really the decision to buy this car is going to be based on cosmetics. Do you prefer the current gen or do you prefer this new gen? And I think we have about maybe about a 65-35 split, with 65 preferring the next gen Mustang. I also have to join that group just because I need to get the S650 for the channel, God willing, but I am extremely disappointed that it's only going to be 450 horsepower. Unless they're going to cut like 400 pounds off this car, which I don't see them doing. That's pretty disappointing to hear. The next gen Mustang is not only the same exact horsepower as the previous gen that already got its nuts clipped off by 10 horsepower. Farley, dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing, Fartley? Huh? I made that up. Fartley. All right. Because it stinks that this is only 450 horsepower. Now, it goes on to say that the rating applies to the 2024 Mustang GT, not the new Dark Horse variant, which is targeting an output of 500 horsepower. Okay, so, I mean, that's pretty much Mach 1 levels. Read a little bit more here. Regardless, it's still a letdown for fans of the pony car who are undoubtedly hoping to see at least a modest boost in power for the next gen model. Yeah, we were. Regardless, even though it may not offer any more in terms of horsepower than the outgoing model, it is worth appreciating the fact that the 2024 Mustang still exists in its current form, which wouldn't be possible without the presence of the Ford Mustang Mach-E, according to Blue Oval CEO Jim Farley. So because the Mach-E sold so much and was so successful and already has fulfilled the global overlords, then they can also create the V8 at the same time. The 2024 Mustang GT features the 4th generation version of the Coyote power plant, which utilizes dual throttle bodies in a dual air intake box. So I don't know what all these fancy changes are for, to create more flow and stuff like that. I guess maybe to keep the horsepower but increase your gas mileage. Guys, no one is buying this car for gas mileage. My GT350 was 16 miles per gallon. My 2022 Ducati Street Fighter V4S, a motorcycle, I'm lucky if I get 90 miles per fill on that bike, but again, that's over 208 horsepower. We're about to mod it to 240 horsepower. It's going to be crazy. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, I can't say I'm not disappointed. My only hope is that Ford left a lot on the table here so that we can tune this. As you know, tuners are also going to be limited, so there's going to be only a selected amount of tuners available. That's what I think of this Ford. 450 horsepower. Okay, that burp was punitive. But again, yeah, I'm hoping that they leave a lot on the table, fellas. Hopefully one of those tunes, from those tuners who actually can tune the car, is going to unlock a lot from this beast, because frankly, I was hoping for 500 horsepower from the regular GT. And frankly, I expected that. I did not expect something disappointing coming from this engine. So at least we can still get the manual. Unfortunately, it's not the Tremec, but at least we still have the 6-speed manual transmission, which I will, God willing, be getting. Okay, so firstly, go check out Ford Authority. It's a great source of information. I will put the link to this article down below. Sound off in the comments below, guys. What do you think of this? Only 450 horsepower from the 4th generation version of the Coyote. Extremely disappointing. Again, I trust Ford Authority. This is not like something that's on Reddit or, one of those forums online or something like that. This is from a reputable source of information. So in summary, yes, I am disappointed in this announcement. However, I am still excited for this car. It's a new car. I'm interested in what the engine enhancements are going to do then. Like, what's the purpose of the dual throttle bodies if there's going to be the same exact amount of power? So yeah, hoping that Ford's leaving a lot on the table here. I'm hoping we can can tune this car quickly, even though I know there's restrictions on that. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to the car. I'm still excited. I'm excited for what we can do with this car. 450 horsepower is not shabby, fellas. It's still going to be probably the most horsepower for the buck out there on a naturally aspirated V8 car at this price range, assuming they don't jack up the prices. Okay, a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit disappointed, but I'm still excited for the release of the car. All right, boys, always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I will see you in the next one.